I've always wanted to try to dig a pond. Ever since I was a little kid, I used to dam the gutters. I used to build little mini ponds in my parents' backyard. And well, when we bought this property, I thought this spot back here would be the perfect spot for a pond. I don't know anything about digging a pond, but I have an excavator, I have a dump truck, so let's dig a pond. Woo! Is this like a petrified tree?
Whoa.
Oh, it's way deep. And all of a sudden, there is water just pouring in.
The water just started squirting out. Right sideways in the excavator. Oh, you made it!
I made it!
I don't think that the bottom of the pond is the best place to be when a thunderstorm comes through.
Look, there is water trickling in like a creek. Someone at some point had the same idea and put some kind of shallow well in here. I've only opened this one time before, and it was when we first bought the property. Oh, it's deep. And there's water in the bottom, Courtney. Well, there's like 18 inches of water before it hits something soft. It means that no matter what, if we dig, we're going to find water because this is the driest time of the year and there's water in the bottom of this. The hardest part of any project is getting started. So let's get started. It's pretty intimidating to be intentionally driving my excavator straight to where I got the skid steer stuck earlier this year. I don't know, hopefully there's mud because that means there's water, but also hopefully there's no mud because then we're gonna get the dump truck stuck.
How'd you learn how to dig a pond?
Basically, I learned how to dig a pond by watching some YouTube videos last night. We need to get all the vegetation and like organic material and stuff out first, mostly so we can see what we're doing. There wasn't much left of that one, Courtney. What do I spy? Oh yeah, Courtney, that's clay.
Is that what we want?
Yeah, this is what we're gonna want to build our dam with because it's gonna make it seal and hold water. Oh, with river rock? This is wild. Let's get this stump out and keep going. It is so cool to be able to just like rip a stump out of the ground and then just pick it up and swing it over here. Oliver's new play structure. Or Boone's doghouse. Throw that thing over there. That thing that is too heavy for me to even pick up. I'm plucking trees like they're nose hairs. Pluck. Woo! Did you see that? Woo!
Riley, you knocked a tree on my four-wheeler.
So I came up the bottom that way, and then I kind of got to a point where I decided it was going to be easier to come down this way, and I want to build a little access road for the dump truck coming through here anyways, so basically I'm still just cutting trees down and moving dirt around. All right, if you've been around the channel for a while, then you know that I'm notorious for running our equipment out of fuel. And it's not because I'm not paying attention, it's just because I'm always in a hurry and I never want to stop and go get fuel. Well, this time I'm gonna try to learn from my lessons and I'm on my way to go get some fuel. One, two, 3 swipes at the pump for a grand total of $376.84. Woo! How much do you think it was?
$400.
You're pretty close. 367.
You said the pond was gonna be free.
Well, fuel doesn't count. Oh. Go down so quickly and then like you're just left with a giant mess afterwards. I may not have run the excavator out of fuel this time, but I did forget to put the fuel cap on. I feel like a dummy. Courtney yelled at me by saying, "You're not on fire, but."
It has a reputation for lighting itself on fire, so I felt like I needed to preface with, "You're not on fire." How sad are you that your dozer's broken?
I know, it would be so fun to use the D8 on this project, but I also have a feeling if we use the D8 on this project, it would end up as a permanent fixture in the bottom of the pond. Instead, we're gonna try to use the skid steer. Sitting in the excavator, this stack of trees looked pretty small, and now standing next to it, where it's taller than me. Oh, it's working! It's working, Courtney!
Oh my gosh. I cannot believe that you're pulling all of that.
Yeah, but it's only working so far. I think that what felt like a good idea was quickly becoming a good way to break the skid steer. So we're gonna stop.
I give you an A for effort though.
You remember one of those days where you just kind of all day feel like you're not getting anything done? And then at the end of the day, you turn around and you're like, whoa, look what I got done today. If I can dig a pond here, it's gonna solve another huge water problem for us on this property. I'm gonna eat some dinner and we'll see you tomorrow. I woke up this morning feeling pretty overwhelmed about this project. I think that it's something that I've been thinking about now for like 3 years. Now that I'm standing here, it's like, well, wait, but how do we build the dam? And how deep should I dig it? And how big should it be? And where does the dump truck go? And how do I do this? And how do I do that? And I started just feeling super overwhelmed. So I decided that today I'm gonna try to let all those insecurities go. I'm gonna go back to the basics and I'm gonna dig a pond. So let's go dig a pond. So that buried culvert, shallow well is up there. And then down here is sort of this choke point between these two little hills. And then there's this little creek that runs here during the springtime. I think our first step is to strip the topsoil out of here so that when we start building our dam out of the clay that we hopefully find, basically that we can use that clay to sort of plug up this area. It's crazy. As I dig in here, I keep finding trees. Like, look at this. This is a whole tree. Right there is an old piece of tree, which means that I think that means that this is a bunch of old fill, probably from when they put this little log skinner road in here. There we go. Let's see, can a skid steer be a dozer? This is not a dozer. Burp.
Look at that nice road you just made.
Woo! Right now I'm trying to roll this bad boy. So let's see what happens here. Like, that's a lot of material, right? And then we just keep doing that. I feel like if there was ever a use case for a skid steer dozer, it's for pushing fluffy, soft plant matter down the hill. Yeah, like, it's definitely working. I finally found a good use for this dozer blade because it doesn't make a very good snowplow and it doesn't dig in the rocks we have up here, but it's really good for stripping this topsoil. The soil changed, like this got way different. I think this is clay. I think this is that same stuff that's like behind our shop. It's definitely got a lot of sand in it. The general size of what I'm hoping to get is like basically from the back of the excavator to like here-ish, and then we'll build this road over the top of the dam. So I think the plan is that we just keep pushing with the skid steer over and over and over and over again.
Okay, we're gonna try a new plan. That worked really, really well to grub it all out, but Riley's having a hard time like getting dirt in the blade now, so I'm gonna hop in the excavator and I'm gonna try to like load dirt in front of him so he can shuttle it, and I have no idea if it's gonna work, but we're gonna give it a try. And if nothing else, it will just be fun because I like operating the excavator. Windshield's filthy, how do you see anything? We are digging a pond. Holy cow, this ground is super hard. Like, I was not expecting that. Man, if only we had a big old dozer.
I mean, I am not a dirt expert. Ooh, that was a lot of water. Courtney, I think we have clay. I'm gonna make you a cup.
Riley just said, this plan is not working. Riley's having a really hard time keeping his track smooth because when I scoop the dirt in, it makes like ruts and whoops, and then they get worse, and then he's like, bah, 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 in the skid steer. So I think we're gonna call in the dump truck. Okay, no cheating. Place it in the comments below right now. Do you think we're gonna get something stuck on this project? Your truck is so stinking cool.
Isn't it sweet? Like, what other full-size dump truck could have just driven down that, like, powder, you can't even call it a road, that trail?
Load her up! I wasn't as careful with Humpty Dumpty, but like I really don't want to dent this truck. Yeah, well, I'd be so sad if I hit your new truck with the excavator.
I hit it with the excavator.
You did? But I'm the careful one in the relationship.
Let's go take a dump. I don't think it ever gets old saying that.
There it goes. All right. All right, now I think we just rinse and repeat that like what, 100 times?
Yeah, maybe 1,000.
It's funny, this is really reminiscent to back when we were building our building pad for our house site, which just took forever. But we were using a mini excavator and a tiny dump truck. And now we're using a bigger excavator and a full-size dump truck, and it's just going way, way, way faster. It's so much fun too. I think it's so cool that Courtney operates the excavator. What's the good news? Nice. We're gonna solve our water problems. All right, Courtney, here we go. Driving down into the hole. Ow! Tree branch caught me. Oh my gosh. I think this is gonna work.
Round two.
Round two, let's keep digging.
That's a monster scoop.
Okay, I'm on the hunt for a napkin. And I only found 2 in my McDonald's bag. No, I did not poop myself, Courtney. Okay, this was a used napkin.
Oh yeah, thank you. That's service. Where's your bikini? It's kind of like being in a sauna,
Yeah, it's hot in there.
except that it's also greasy, oily, and dirty.
Oh, we can make a new kind of sauna. Uh-oh, big old root ball stuck in the tailgate. Can you try to grab that? Just like toss that up in the bushes.
Ladies and gentlemen, attention please, about to start the show, better take your seats. It's been a while, but I'm back on top, to the world is mine, I don't plan to stop. It's time to let the curtain rise, we're gonna shake the room, we're gonna all night. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Courtney needed me to pull up a little bit more, and I drove the truck right up and out of the hole. Can you believe that? That massive truck just drove right up out of that hole.
These are the craziest looking woodpecker tunnels I've ever seen. They're perfect squares. And they get smaller as they go up the tree.
Look at the tree behind you.
Is that what I think it is?
What do you guys think? I think that's from deer knocking their antlers off in the springtime or the winter. When do deer knock their antlers off? Cool spot. Why don't we ever go over here?
Because we need a pond.
Well, it's about quitting time, but I don't want to quit because I'm having fun. So I'm going to try to get at least another hours of digging done tonight. Courtney and I love watching YouTube. There are so many awesome creators out there building cool things and pushing the boundaries. And as a thank you, we wanted to send a few of them our new Ambition Strikes coffee gift package. But how do we send packages to total strangers? I started by Googling their names, and in most cases, I was able to find their address in just a few clicks. Then I started to feel a little creepy. Was it really that easy to figure out where they lived? And that got me to thinking about just how important the sponsor of today's video is, Delete Me. Their mission is simple: delete their customers' information from these data brokers' websites. I've been using Delete Me for over a year now, and it actually works. After signing up, Delete Me asked a few questions and said that their experts would get to work removing my personal information. 7 days later, I received a privacy report saying that Delete Me had reviewed over 5,000 listings and removed my personal information from 54 of them. I can also use their Search Yourself feature to manually search for myself. Then if I find a listing with my information, I hit remove this and they do the work from there. Right now, Delete Me is offering 20% off to our viewers. Head to joindeleteme.com/strikes20 and use the code strikes20. That's joindeleteme.com/strikes20 and code strikes20. And thanks again to Delete Me for sponsoring this video and getting my privacy back. Good morning on day 3 of the pond project. Got about as much done yesterday as I dared, but the dump truck was running low on fuel and I didn't want to run it out, so I had to stop. All that fuel I got the other day was actually red dyed diesel. So red diesel here doesn't have road tax on it, so I can't put that red diesel in the dump truck. I had 1 can of green diesel at the house, so hopefully 1 can will last us at least a while today until I get back to town and get more diesel. We're still fighting with overheating on this excavator, and I found that if I just leave the hood open, it is just way better. I have some ideas on how we could solve the problem, but for now, leaving the hood open is just sort of the easiest answer. So what we're doing right now is we're digging in this area where we want the pond to be the deepest. It's the spot we know there's water because there was already a shallow well dug here. And we're trying to find like a layer of consistent, even clay. And once we find that layer, then on this downhill side, we're going to use that clay to build a dam. It's definitely a little nerve-wracking pulling up onto this like mound of soft, uncompacted fill, but this truck is amazing. It just like, it's, ah, no problem, we'll just drive right on up there. What do you want me to do next, boss? What I don't know about is what's down here. So we're gonna basically dig a trench out here, try to find some good clean clay material, compact that trench full of clay to build a plug on this canyon, and then I'm gonna feel a lot more confident in the ability for our dam to actually hold water. Okay, I'm digging along, building this trench to build our dam, and all of a sudden, look, there is water just pouring in. I'm just like sitting here staring because I don't know what to do now. I didn't expect to find water like this, and this isn't where I wanted the water. It's like, is this a good problem or did I just destroy the plan? Did I just like open up? No, this has to be a good thing. Look at all that water. Whoa. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling kind of like giddy. I feel like I might have just solved another one of our huge problems with living up here, which is our limited water resource. If we can develop this thing into a real water resource that we can draw on year round, that is going to be, well, it's going to be life-changing for us up here. So here's what we're backfilling with. Definitely clay, or something like clay. All right, we've got 1/2 of our dam footing. I'm going to start calling it a dam footing. I'm done. Basically, big trench dug, backfilled with clay. 1/2's done. I'm going to move the excavator. I'm going to park it on top of that and then dig the other half. If you've been around this channel for a while, then you know that water has been one of our biggest struggles of living up on this mountain, and drilling a well just isn't a good option. Frankly, some of our neighbors with drilled wells don't produce any water at all. Other ones are so low producing that the cost of installing that well just doesn't financially make any sense. So if I can find an alternative source for a reliable abundance of water, that is going to be absolutely huge for our life up here.
don't think it's supposed to rain tonight. That's probably not very good for digging a pond, huh?
Or is it good? The clay is shockingly hard to dig. Like the excavator struggles with it. I think it's because it gets so compacted in it.
That's crazy. It's super cold, super wet, and like really heavy.
Okay, there it is. See the round rocks? It like immediately switches to a layer that the water flows through.
That is wild. It's like DG.
Yeah. It's crazy, huh? So it's just like clay, 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 and then all of a sudden sand.
That is such a cool rock. Can you save that?
Yeah, it's like a big old round DG.
The water just started squirting out. That looks so crazy. The water's just like flooding in the hole right now. What? Where is it coming from? Oh.
Okay, that's what started happening to me before. Basically, like once it starts doing that, I like can't. It's too unstable, and the faster I try to dig, the more it just does that. So I'm gonna try to scoop that out and then start putting clay in.
While I wait for Riley to finish digging his hole, I'm taking a nap in the skid steer. The sun's coming in, and it's so nice. Digging a pond's hard work, man. Actually, the hard work is chasing you around with the camera.
So the truck is loaded with really heavy sand material right now that I don't want as part of our dam, but it does mean that the truck is really heavy right now. So I'm going to use it to compact our dam.
We are making great progress right now, but I just looked up and the skies are very dark because what happens if the pond turns into a pond while our equipment's down here? Is it stuck forever at that point?
Yeah, this tamarack tree right above you is like... Oh, it's windy. There's thunder, there's lightning. It's starting to rain. Crazy, crazy. Whoa, look at that tree. Meanwhile, Courtney's just down there working. Can't stop, won't stop, Courtney?
It's raining sideways in the excavator and all the glass is open. It's hailing. And Riley's in here with me. Can you close it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Look at that hail.
That just got crazy.
Oh, the roof leaks. Did you know the roof leaked?
Where?
Oh, it's dripping on me. Oh, you're dripping on
I think
me.
I'm dripping on you. All right, I'm gonna pull this truck forward and out of here.
Oh, you made it!
I made it! I am so cold.
I don't think that the bottom of the pond is the best place to be when a thunderstorm comes through. That turned to snot. Well, I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow when hopefully there's not a pond in our pond.
All right, day 4 of digging a pond, and we are about to find out what the rain did last night. That was one of the craziest storms that we've ever seen up here. And apparently the power is out in like all of North Idaho. It's a pretty cool feeling to be like fully off grid, and last night we're just sitting there with the lights on, everything's working at our house. Anyways, we're about to hop down here and see, hopefully we don't find an excavator sunk in the bottom of a swamp. Look, we have standing water over here, which means that our compacted clay layer is making a seal and the water can't soak in, which means I think this plan's gonna work. I think as long as we can keep building this clay dam and compacting the sides and pushing clay up all the sides, we're gonna have a pond. We're gonna change things up a little bit now. I can't really back the dump truck up our dam and then dump because the dump truck's pointed down, and then when we dump, it's not at a steep enough angle. So I'm gonna need to start backing down this little access road that we built now so that I can dump on top of the dam. So first things first, we need to clean up our access road, and we're just gonna keep working on building up this clay dam. This truck is insane. Not only can it haul 7 times more weight than our LMTV could, it is clearly also more capable. It has lockers in all 6 axles, and I haven't been able to get it stuck on this project, even though by now I probably should have gotten it stuck. Probably got 10 feet or so into the bottom of the LMTV tires there on that side of the dam, and I don't want this pond to overflow our road, so this is probably about the right height for this dam. My job is so cool. Like, thank you guys for watching this channel and making projects like this possible. The original military version of this truck didn't have rear steer. I can't really imagine what it would be like to maneuver it without the rear steer, but with the rear steer, it is so stinking maneuverable. Like, I can just, my mirror misses the tree. I love this truck. I was stuck. Turn the lockers on. Now I'm unstuck. We turn on to manual suspension to turn the pump on. Engine high idle and dump. That's all I have time for today. We'll see you tomorrow for day 5 of the pond project. Today is day 5 of digging the pond, which makes it the last day of digging the pond because I told Courtney we'd only spend 5 days on this project. So let's finish a pond. All right, the clay dam is done, and I'm starting to get worried now that in the bottom of this pond, when we hit that water layer that we found, it's gonna get super soft and be way too sketchy to drive the truck or the excavator into here. So now we need to commit to going the full depth of this pond from the dam side all the way out, because we're not gonna be able to get back in here again once we get down near that water level. I found a big old round river rock. What'd you find, Courtney?
Pretty sure that we were about to find water because I just found that sandy soil layer that we found over there right before we found water.
Courtney! It's wet. There it is. Oh my goodness, Courtney. Look at that. It's just like, it's like literally a stream of water.
Where's it coming from?
From right here. What is this? It's black sand. Is this like a petrified tree? That is crazy. It's actually working out really well to do it this way because now I'm also driving on top of the dam in lifts and compacting the dam as we dump material.
Like a kid in the sandbox.
It's sort of like the shallow well behind our house. Like, we had no idea if we were gonna get like 300 gallons out of it or 10,000 gallons. And so far we've gotten closer to 1,000 gallons.
What is this?
Whoa. It's heavy. Like, it's super, do you feel how heavy it is?
I am having a lot of fun on this project. It feels very reminiscent of building our home a couple of years ago, except the equipment is so much bigger. We have more experience. We still have no idea what we're doing. It's just been 5 days of digging in the dirt and having fun. We're able to do this because my mom's in town. So Mom, thank you so much for watching Oliver this week so that I could come out here and play in the dirt with Riley. Oh my gosh, you look tiny.
It's cold down here.
Oh. Oh. I'm so confused because the water level in the culvert looks higher than the water level over there. freaking way.
Yeah, is it higher than that water or lower? I honestly can't tell. It like unzips like a... I'm so excited right now. I don't want to stop to eat. It is filling up. Whoa. Yeah, there's a bunch of gravel in there. So I bet they backfilled the culvert. What I want to know is how did the people that put this culvert in know that there was like this rock spine right here that was a dam that was holding the water at a higher elevation over there where the culvert is without undigging this whole thing? And we know they definitely didn't unbury this whole thing. Oh, maybe they witched it. Maybe they did. Okay, Courtney, go for it.
Woo! Oh gosh. Ready?
There it goes. Oh, it's way deeper. It was full of a bunch of sediment. Interesting.
I feel like I could just keep digging forever. I haven't found rock yet.
That spine right there is like 3 or 4 feet higher than the level of the water down here. But like Courtney's been digging way down.
You couldn't resist, huh?
I had to get one scoop in down here. Look, there is water trickling in like a creek.
We're gonna call that good for the night, and we're gonna come back tomorrow with you guys and a camera because I have a feeling there's gonna be
A lot more water.
How much water do you think's in it? Do you think there's that much water in it?
Buddy, let's go check out a pond, huh? Hey. New plan. Wait, you're letting them see first?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, wow.
We have a pond.
Courtney, that's like,
That's a lot of water.
look, the two ponds are like, or the two levels are now even with each other. So I think it all came up to the culvert level.
You guys, we built a pond.
We built a pond that has water in the middle of fall.
We can't wait to give you guys a follow-up on this in spring, so make sure to hit that subscribe.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. I think that's a lot of water.